Hey, you guys, my goal today is to help you dream big so that you can joyfully give to others. And this is going to be an amazing topic where you're going to get to learn about 5 steps of things that you can do so that you can be giving generously. And we're going to be diving deeper into each of these. And not only that, but you're going to also get an opportunity to find out how you can support our initiative to build a school in Guatemala. Woot woot! So glad that you guys are here. Thank you, Natalie Chama, for joining us, and Beth, as always. Thanks you guys for being here right as we get started, because you don't want to miss one step of this process. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to share it for you. This comes from, this is actually the last lesson in my goal setting boot camp. And you're going to get an opportunity today to purchase the goal setting boot camp, and all of the money that comes in with goal setting boot camp, which actually is 4 different modules. This is the last module. Any money that comes on in with Goal Setting Bootcamp, 100% of the proceeds are going to support our mission to be able to build a school. So not only do you get to get more clarity in what your goals are, but you also get to be able to give back in an amazing way with building a school in Guatemala. So I'm going to put the link, that's the wrong link. I'm going to have Beth put the link on inside if you are interested in purchasing the Goal Setting Bootcamp. We'll give you the link again at the end so that you can learn more about it. I'm going to share the screen here and share the PowerPoint that I have put together for you guys. So this is all about meaningful donations. And this is really huge for a lot of people, because we are people who naturally want to be able to give back, right? And so a successful tutoring business is going to give you money and more flexibility, and that is an amazing gift. But you want to know what's even better is having the ability to make a positive change on the world, and what you can do with your newfound freedom and your surplus in income as a highly successful, tutor. So step 1 is meaningful donations. Can you imagine if everyone in the world gave back when good things came their way? Imagine the impact that could have. Giving just opens up our heart, and true giving kind of frees you from fear. And countless reputable charities, they definitely appreciate even just the smallest amount. So you want to donate to a registered charity. It's one of the easiest things that you can do. Plus, there's lots of charities that you can check out ahead of time. There is a tool. It's called Charity Navigator. And when you check out, you can actually check out the ratings of your charity that you're donating to. And so I did this with Build On. I was like, okay, well, let me do my research here, right? Let me check out, is this a reputable, charity for us to give to? So I checked it out. If you take a look at this, it says with Build On that this is definitely ours. It's breaking the cycle of poverty, illiteracy, and low expectations through service and education. And look at this, big 4 stars. It says that you can give with confidence. I don't know about you, but that makes me feel better when I'm giving. When I take a look at some of these others and it says not rated, that doesn't give me a lot of confidence. But just going to charitynavigator.org and researching ahead of time to know that most of my funds are going to go directly to what they say that they're going to go towards makes me feel really good in my giving. So let's come on back on over here. Because there's also one, it's called Charity Intelligence. If you happen to be in the UK, you can check that out. But here's what you want to really think about each time you're thinking about giving. You want to think about, how much can I afford to donate monthly? Is this a comfortable amount for me? Am I better to donate one-time only sums occasionally when I meet specific income generation goals? Or what type of charity or nonprofit really stirs my heartstrings or aligns with my core beliefs? And you guys, for the longest time, I'd had the dream of being able to build a school, and I had no idea what that meant. For the longest time, I'd go to my church and I'd hear about these other people that were doing like mission trips and that kind of stuff. And it was something I always wanted to do with my family. And so I'd go and I'd find out, hey, how old do you have to be in order to do this? And they always had to be like high school age. Well, guess what? My kids were younger at that point in time, elementary school. It wasn't, timing wasn't right for us to do it as a family. And so I decided, okay, this isn't the right time for us. I had no idea that I was going to be the one who was going to be leading the charge of building this school. And I'm so excited and so proud to be a part of it. But step 2, if we take a look, you guys, here are the questions. Step 2 is why spending on others is good for you. So spending on others can also be good. Listen to this. This is so interesting. For your blood pressure, it's good for your mood and generally good for your health. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. Do you agree with that? Do you think that spending on others or being generous or giving can really do those things for you? Now, there's a book. It's called Happy Money, The Science of Happier Spending. It's by Professor Elizabeth Dunn and Michael Newton. And they have 5 principles for creating happy money in their book. And among those principles is actually spending on others. Now, they note that buying goods is not as satisfying as buying time and buying experiences. And the latter 2 things are what boost happiness in the lives of those who have money to spend, whether such person has $100 or $1 million. So Elizabeth was recently interviewed on pbs.org, and she noted that we benefit more from giving than from receiving, and that giving affects our amygdala in our brains, making them grow larger. And by contrast, psychopaths have been shown to have unusually small amygdala. So PBS then showed an experiment where small children, they were given goldfish crackers, and they were asked to give one of their crackers to a stuffed toy. And the children exhibited more joy, listen to this, you guys, and delight sharing their crackers with the toy than if they were told to keep it for themselves. Amazing. So if donating is new to you guys, try donating a small, regular, recurring amount. It's more important at first to kind of get in the habit of giving than to donate thousands. Once you have researched and vetted charities, you want to decide which causes are most meaningful to you, whether or not you'd prefer to give locally, and then sign up for a charity that's going to speak the most to you, and then make that monthly commitment. Now, step 3 is money isn't everything. There are other ways that we obviously can give as well, and making money really increases your options. If you've chosen a local charity, you can donate your time and physical presence, and that can be absolutely priceless for those who need your help. Your involvement can range all the way from helping the genuinely helpless to giving local business people the benefit of your advice, to reading books to kids and listening to them read. That can be absolutely amazing. You can choose to concentrate on your city, quite literally, or on people, on your local environment or the local economy. And here are some different ways that you can support your community locally. You can volunteer in a shelter, join a neighborhood watch organization, take on a section of a highway to regularly clear garbage from, volunteer with an organization like Red Cross or St. John Ambulance, volunteer at your local hospital, join a local group to better your community through activities such as planting community gardens, volunteer at your local food bank, volunteer through your church or your religious institution, give your time for free to a local business organization by putting together a workshop, mentoring, organizing, setting up local events. Again, I try to keep my tutoring separate from my generosity because I do need to have a job, make an income, right? But there's so many other ways that I can be generous, and I can be generous with my time. You'll often find me, packing meals to send to other countries. You'll see me volunteering at church with my kids. We do the local trunk or treat for the kids, and we will often do. We just did a night of prom for people with special needs, and we gave them this huge prom and party. It's through the Tim Tebow Foundation. But it's absolutely incredible, to have these opportunities to give locally, but then also to really do them as a family. That's really important to me, is to do the volunteering. And it's really created a generous heart for each of my kids. In fact, I do have a couple of my own kids that are going to come with me as we build our school in Guatemala. And you're going to have the opportunity as we raise more money to decide if you want to join us in Guatemala as well. But you can also, if you wanted to, you could volunteer with Meals on Wheels. You can volunteer to drive seniors or clear their snow. You can coach a youth organization like Boy Scouts or a local sports team. The point is, there are a vast variety of ways to get involved in your community and make it a better place. And so you want to decide if getting involved locally is for you, then take action and attend a meeting in your area that shares more information about being able to do that. Now, one common misconception is that self-initiative and wealth go hand in hand, and that is so not true. So people are a funny bunch, right? You'll get millionaires that kind of hoard every penny or spend only on themselves. And then you have millionaires who do what their tax accountant tells them, donation-wise, right? And they only see it as like a tax strategy. And you'll then get millionaires who spend a good part of their fortunes on others, investing in a variety of ways. And a lot of these you will never even ever get to hear about, right? The happiest millionaires, they kind of belong to the last category. And you may not know exactly who they're supporting or helping, but one common trait is that you can feel the joy practically bouncing off them. And these are the wealthy folk who have discovered that money also gives the freedom to help and share. And you'll hear this type of wealthy person say things like, the more I give, the more I get back. And this category of millionaire is as individualistic as you and I. You'll get extroverted millionaires who don't mind taking up their favorite causes and who also spend on themselves. And you'll get quiet introverts who still live in a tiny house and who would never know they had millions to spread around. It also doesn't matter whether you give 2% or 80%. The important thing is to give exactly what makes you happy. You can get just as much pleasure out of quietly buying a coffee for that tired lady behind you in line as you can from donating thousands. There is something to the old adage, God loves a cheerful giver, right? He doesn't want us to feel angry about giving our money, right? He wants us to be cheerful about giving it because it means that we're not tied to our money. We're not tied to it. It's not controlling us, right? It's how we're able to just give back generously as he has given to us. And no one is saying you have to give all your belongings away, but don't cling to every single penny so tightly that it hurts. Studies like the one I mentioned earlier, they prove that focusing solely on oneself financially doesn't bring anywhere near the degree of satisfaction or stress relief than donating. Just don't let anyone else tell you how much you have to donate in either your time or your money. Those should be your decisions and your decisions alone. And remember to, give back. Right? You want to give back. When you are planning your income growth for the coming year, which is going to be coming around the corner faster than you even know, you want to factor in, what do you want to be able to give and as well as receive? And there's 3 critical steps you have to take. 1, you want to decide what percentage you're comfortable with being able to give. And once you attain your financial goal, you want to write that down inside of your stuff. Then you want to determine how much are you comfortable giving right now. And then you want to start donating or volunteering straight away, even before making more money. When you do attain your goal, revisit step 1 and write that information down. Do you actually want to donate more money? If yes, why? Do you want to donate less? If yes, why? And no matter what your answer may be when the time comes, you're going to have a much better grasp over your decisions. Now, step 5 is making a positive change. So you are the one who can make a positive change in the world. You care enough to set big goals for yourself and to take these lessons to heart. You've learned the secret that many never discover, even if they win the lottery, namely that life is what you make it. You are not limited in income because your parents were, or because of the area you live in, or the disadvantages you suffer from. Not because you don't experience any difficulties yourself, but because you take responsibility for your life. You take responsibility for your choices, your decisions, your actions, your failures, and your success. Now, I don't know who said love is a verb, but it really is a fundamental truth, you guys. Love is taking action. Love doesn't look inward all the time, just enough to see what needs fixing and if we're on the right track. Love looks outward. Love helps and heals. Love empathizes. And above all, love is about respect. When you take responsibility for your life, that's when you're most capable of making a positive change in your family, your community, this world of ours, and in your own life too. So I want you guys to ask yourself, which areas of my life do I need to step up in? What am I hiding from or blaming others for? In which areas of my life do I not give myself credit, discount my influence? Which areas of my life am I happy with? Which need an attitude adjustment? The best attitude adjustment you can give yourself is an attitude of gratitude. And that's, it's a catchword, right? Even a cliche, but it doesn't make it any less accurate, right? When you cultivate this attitude of gratitude, when you stop to count your blessings and you realize all the choices that you can make, when you become a glass half full rather than a person that is focusing on half empty, that's when you see old negative patterns fade and disappear. And this is exciting stuff, you guys. Exciting, exciting stuff. So I'd love to know, what are your thoughts when it comes to all of this information that I'm sharing with you guys right now? What do you think about giving and all of that? I think we got to give on where our heart is called to give, right? And that's why my heart has been called to be able to give and to support with the Build On Foundation. So for those of you guys, you're like, you know what? I just want to donate directly to this foundation, Joanne. I'm going to put the link right here inside of the chat for you. You absolutely can donate right on that page. You can, if you want to become part of our team and create a page as well, you absolutely can. Or if you just want to give a one-time donation, you absolutely can. The other thing that we are doing is we're also going to be taking people that want to join us on the mission trip. Actually, go to Guatemala. We don't have a date set yet. So right now it's just a matter of, because they are not doing traveling to Guatemala yet. They're expecting spring they might start. We may or may not have the funds raised yet by that time. Who knows, right? So we don't really have a date or anything set in stone of when we're going. But if it's something that you want to be kept on a mailing list so that you can stay updated, then just message myself or Beth and we'd be more than happy to get you on there. The other thing is this last, lesson that I kind of taught was all based off of my goal setting and how can you set goals and dream really big and be able to reach them. That was the culminating part, what we get to do because of our money. But there are so many steps before that to help you be able to generate the income that you want to make. So if you are interested in being able to, learn, really dive deep into your goal setting, I'm going to give you guys a link so that you can do that. Let me come on over back to here. It is copy. All you have to do, I'm going to put the link inside of the chat for you. It's called Goal Setting Bootcamp. It's time to set goals that grow your business and make your world and life better. I'm going to put that link right inside of here so that you have that. And there we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Really good stuff, you guys. So if you want all of the money for this particular donation so that you can learn how to set better goals is going to go directly to the Build On Foundation, where we're going to be building a school for kids in Guatemala. So their whole goal is to build a school with a community, not for a community. And let's take a look at where we're at so far. So if we take a look at where we're at so far, this is really exciting stuff, you guys, because we have so far raised $1,040. Woo-hoo. This puts us in the team rank of number 7. So there's a couple, look at this, we're only we could easily beat Abington Senior High School. But if we take a look, we can click on See All. You can see that Lowell High School has raised $19,000. FLHS has raised so far $18,000. Team Hope has raised $5,000. Building a School for Merrill has raised $2,000. We've got Garfield High School $1,706. Abington Senior High School $1,066. And then the Professional Freelance Educators, whoop whoop, or as I like to call you guys, the pros, We are here at 7th place with $1,040. So I just want to say thank you guys for your generosity, for being the amazing people that you are. And remember, there's other ways that you can also be part of giving without having to actually give. You get to give my money. How cool is that, right? Let people know about my YouTube channel and spread the word. Every new person that subscribes to my YouTube channel from October 1st to October 31st is going to equal a donation from me. So $1 in each of their names, I will be donating to the organization. Also, people who join our ultimate support group for online tutors, I will be donating money for you guys as well. So every person that joins our community on Facebook, who, is a tutor, wants to tutor, all of that great stuff, $1 will be given in your name as well as you join our community. So let other people know that we exist, that we're out there, that we're here to help and be able to serve not only, tutors who are learning to, really grow their tutoring business, but also for really making an impact on the entire world. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. This week on Thursday, you're going to hear some incredible stories of tutors who've been getting students. They're finishing up their Jumpstart program this week, and they're going to get to share how they got students. It's going to be incredible. It's at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. You don't want to miss it. And then next week, we have our free training on how to create a profitable online tutoring business. Beth is going to put the link inside of the chat. If you would like to join us for that, make sure to sign on up for that. And we will send you the Zoom details so that you can join us live. And then for people who want to be able to hear more about the Jumpstart Your Online Tutoring Business Masterclass, you'll hear a little bit about that at the end of that specific training. So excited to support you guys and continue supporting you. One of the greatest joys that I have is not only working with my own students in reading, but helping you guys reach the goals that you have set for yourself and your business. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.